Hi everyone. I'm going to start off my speech, but before I do, let me just write a few things down. We'll be needing that as we go through the speech. So just 3 keywords here. We need this word. Can you see it? Adulting. And we need this one here. Adulthood. I feel like most times in society, when we move from childhood, they all just want us to jump straight into adulthood. But I feel like they come in different phases, although this should be like the final one here, but it doesn't really matter. I just want you to be able to see those words there. Right, so as I go into the speech, I want to first give a definition of the word adulting, because not everyone understands it. So I copied this from Wikipedia. So anyways, it says, adulting is when an individual takes on the responsibilities and behaviors traditionally associated with a normal grown-up life. So when you're doing things that would normally be associated with being an adult, but the individual does not necessarily consider themselves an adult. Right. So as I see everyone here and with different attires looking beautiful, it's safe to say we're very different individuals. We all have different interests in life, different hopes and different aspirations, different ambitions. But I can definitely say that one thing makes every one of us here, one thing makes us very similar. It's when we tick the box in application forms. We all are going to tick the word adult. And we all have different definitions of what the word adult means to every one of us. To you, it could be when you turn 18, that's when you think you're an adult. To you, it could be when you get your driver's license, yeah? To you, it could be going to the doctor's office. But to me, I felt like to be an adult was when I moved out on my own. And so when I moved out, I didn't just move out, I moved countries. And I've been forced to rethink my definition of being an adult. You see, I used to love the word adult. As a kid, oh my gosh, imagine someone telling me, Zamirah, you're an adult. I was like, yes, I got this. When I was 6, I remember my school organized a show and tell. And so when they organized the show and tell, the idea was for you to dress up as who you want to be as an adult. And you come to class, you dress up as who you want to be and talk about it. And I remember I kept on badgering my mom. I told her, we need to get everything ready. She got me a doctor's kit. So he had like the plastic stethoscope, the injections, the white coat. And I stood in front of the whole class. I was like, when I become an adult, I will become a doctor. I'll cure the world. I'll feed the poor. I'll do all that good stuff. Adulthood to me then is spelled the word freedom in neon lights. No one would force me to eat the vegetables I didn't want to eat. I could watch TV as long as I wanted to, get as much milk as I wanted, because that was the dream. Adulthood had this allure. It had this promise of cartloads of fun, fascinating stuff, activities, partying, the dream job, the quaint house on the beach, white picket fence. I'll be able to pay my bills and buy every chocolate I ever dreamed of. That was the dream, to be an adult. So imagine my shock when I moved countries, expecting to live the dream, to see the world. But it was not. Everything I had learned, taught, qualified to be an adult, was not. Understandably, I can do my laundry. Yeah, that could be, I could get myself from place to place. I can cook, if you call making noodles food, but yeah. But the truth is, I am not financially dependent. I still wait on my mom to send me my allowance. I am terrified to go to the doctor's office. I hate the thought of getting needle shots. When I go to the bank, the ladies at the bank, they scare me. I can't even talk to them to say I want to collect the money my mom sent me. And I'm always filled with fear and the uncertainty of making decisions in life, because I feel like, what if they go wrong? I'm not sure I still want to be the person I was when I was 6. Now I question myself, what does being an adult mean if it doesn't mean moving out of the house? In an age where the line between childhood and adulthood has been blurred, what is it that makes people grow up? I have been questioning myself on that. And since I don't know this word, I have figured out a way to leave this period, adulting. So I'm going to give you 6 points to my tips on surviving this period, being an adult, not being an adult, but adulting in this period. We have number 1. No one really cares about your dreams, your hopes. And if they do, they only care about it because it has economic value to them. Number 2, you need to learn to accept that depression comes with adulthood. You cannot run away from it. It's going to come find you. Number 3, to curb your loneliness, you need to have an imaginary friend with you. I have one here. His name is Mikey. Just don't worry. And number 4, you don't really have to know what you're doing, but you can just pretend, swing it, pretend you've got this down, the way I pretend I know how to do my laundry. And if you can, this is the very important thing, if you can, don't move out of the house. Don't be stupid. Please don't. At least until you're sure you're prepared for this and you can really do this. As much as I wish to change the hands of time, go back home and ensure I'm well prepared to be able to survive this phase in my life, I can't do that. Because I think one thing I've understood now is becoming an adult means completely being independent of every single decision you make, being utterly responsible for every action you take. And I am not that. I'm not, no. In every sense of the word, it means that you should make your choice and you should be able to back it and stand next to that you make. In conclusion, adults consist of different aspects of life, and it's not an easy aspect of life. Even life itself, it's made out to be beautiful, but our lives will always be a constant struggle. I may be over 18, I may have moved out of the house, I may even tick the adult box when I am applying for forms, but I am not an adult. I'm just adulting. Thank you.